What's up, guys? So, getting out for another day. It's 3:30 right now. Little bit later start than have been getting. Kind of BS'd with Sean at the store, the local store where he works. Met another guy actually this last weekend when we were going into that canyon as a group. When the truck rolled down, there's a guy who said that he'd been hunting in that canyon too. Seemed like a super nice guy. Actually ended up seeing him at the store again, and me and him were BSing about all the different spots. He's been hunting all of the same spots that I've been hunting this season. Every single same canyon, and actually his camp is just up from where our base camp is. And he's hunting alone, so actually me and him are gonna go out for an evening hunt together. I'm gonna head up to our camp, fill up my water bottle, because I forgot to fill it up at the house before I left. So I'm gonna head to camp, fill up the water, and then his camp's just down the road from our camp, so I'm gonna head up to his camp, meet him there, and we're gonna go do a hunt together. Alright guys, so I am here, up here at Hubcap with my new buddy here. I'm gonna do a little spot check, see if there's anything down across. It's kind of hot outside. Probably not hanging out in the cut, but could be something in the timber on the other side. You want to introduce yourself?
Yeah. How's it going, Austin? My name's Bob. They call me Bugling Bob. I work at Archers Afield in Tiger, and I guide for Elk Creek Outfitting in Montana. I'm just up here for most of this month. Kind of a new area to me. I've been learning a lot. Getting close. It's just a matter of time. bow. I shot one of the last bulls I shot him at 5 yards with a black bow.
Right.
Fucker, no face paint. Never even looked at me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, came out of the timber bugling and raking. And when he was raking, I snuck. It's the only one I've ever killed in a cut. Every single elk in my life has been in the woods.
Right.
In the timber. That's why all my shots are close.
I killed one in the cut. That was my last bull.
Yeah. And I had follow-ups. It was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I shot him. My first shot was 5 yards. I mean, I was after a big herd bull. I got close to him, fucking rip one off, and this little 5-point came running out of the woods, bugling and raking. And when he was raking, I just snuck down to him 50 yards. I'm not gonna shoot 50 yards. I was gonna call him in. He finished raking, dude. I just went, yeah. Fuck, he walked right up to me.
Yeah. That's so cool.
5 yards away, looking up the hill. I was sitting behind. I had one Christmas tree and wide open coconut. I'm just standing there. And as soon as I saw his legs go like that, I just drew back, and he just fucking walked into my pit. 5 yards.
That's perfect.
It was great.
That's perfect.
There's no, I gotta say, like, there's no elk up here. My brother and I said that one time. We're like, there's no elk up here. We've been up there all morning, and then it was super foggy, and then the fog kind of lifted. Okay, my brother goes, well, there's a cow. Okay, well, let's sneak down there. Dude, we took our shoes off, wearing wool socks. Sneak down there, there was like 80. It was the biggest herd we've ever seen.
Wow.
There was like, my brother shot a bull right in the shoulder, didn't even penetrate. And I got down in there, and I could see his legs everywhere. And then I crawled out the other side, and they started coming out on this hillside, and it was just like 5, 10, 15, dude, there was over 80.
That's
so
wild.
now whenever we don't hear any elk, we're like, yeah, there's no elk up there. Yeah, right.
Oh. All right, back at it. Another afternoon going into evening type hunt. We are September 14th today. We've been at it for a little bit. No bulls down yet. Man, I sure hope we'll get one down soon. It's 2:30 in the afternoon, cruising up the mountain here. I'm kind of over in camp area, heading up. I might check a spot up here, but I'm also kind of thinking that I might head down, go back up to the top of the mountain, walk that ridge we walked a few days ago, kind of do some calling, see if anything's down below, or bedded on one of those other ridges to either the left or the right. Yesterday was a cool day. Got to hunt with Bugle and Bob from Archers Afield. He's done a lot of really cool things in his hunting career, so it was cool to hear a lot of really, really cool stories and things that he's done, guiding in Montana and whatnot. So that was really fun, real fun experience. Great caller. The reason they call him Bugle and Bob, right? We didn't find nothing, but it was still a lot of fun. Yeah, I might after I walk that ridge, if I do go up there, I haven't quite decided what I'm doing, as you guys can tell, but after I walk that ridge, I might go back up into that canyon that we've been hunting pretty much all season. It's where we found the most elk activity this season so far, and if there's elk there, you don't leave them, right? You want to try to get them, go where the elk are. So might go up in there. Last time I was in there, I didn't hear or see nothing, but that's happened before this season, where I went in there, didn't see or hear nothing, didn't go back the next day, and Bugle and Bob was telling me that he went in that next day and called a bull into 20 yards. So they're living in there. There's tons of sign, tons of rubs. It's dark, big timber, lots of water. big creeks. I mean, they're in there. They're living in there. No roads, really no pressure that's been going in there besides a couple of us, so I might do that as well. I want to walk that ridge though first, I think. I think those are what I'm going to do. I'm not quite sure though. So stay tuned. We're just flying by the seat of our whatever, you know. That is awesome, man. Last night when I left your camp, they were crossing right here into this clear cut.
These bastards, they've been in here.
I seen them when I was pulling up the road. They ran across the road in front of me.
Wolves?
I just seen the ass ends of a couple of them going across the road there, but I was like, oh, he might have them in the morning.
They've been out here pretty regularly. So I got up this morning. I rolled out a little bit late for me, like 5:45. Tried the spot we tried last night, nothing.
Right.
I took a left and I went way back over there. I'm like, nobody's really been around over here. Found a rub, didn't hear nothing. So I just rolled around back to the money hole and I parked, nobody's there. I park and I have my door open. I'm just sitting there kind of thinking about life and whatever. Bull bugles right down to my left, like right inside the timber, just inside the timber from the cut. So grab my stuff, go down in there. I crossed the cut. He bugled like 2 or 3 times, and he was down in this ravine, right? There's like a flat bench and then a ravine. I'm like, if I get to that flat bench, I'm money. I broke some sticks, so I cow called a few times, and then I went up on that bench. The last time I heard him, he was down in that ravine. Then I ripped off a bugle, and then I'm sitting there, and then I just turned my head, and he's raking a tree at 20 yards away. I don't know how.
Top pin.
Yeah, top pin. I was telling
Top pin.
And so there was kind of, there was like a blown down that had some sticks sticking up, kind of jumbled him up a little bit. And I was looking into the sun. I drew back. He didn't even know I was there. And then I was trying to find a hole in that. I couldn't see very good. And I mean, 20 yards, dude. And it's just like, I was kind of blinded. I was looking, like, okay, there's the elk, there's my pins. And then he was broadside, but there was kind of a little bit, there was probably an opening, I just couldn't see it. And then he like turned like this, and I shot him right here.
Ooh.
I just shot him, I heard it hit, he takes off. Didn't really hear him go down, but maybe.
Right, right.
So, anyways, I sat there for half an hour, marked my spot, walked over to where he was standing. I couldn't find any blood, but that's happened to me before.
Mm-hmm.
And so I couldn't find any blood. I kind of went the way I thought. I thought I could see his tracks, and I didn't see any blood. And I'm thinking, I'm not really sure about my shot, so I'm gonna back out of here.
Alright, well, we're here where Bob had shot that bull down below. Shot that bull down below. His buddy Darren's up here. Help look for it. And we're gonna go down where he shot it and try to look for some blood. Try to recover this bull.
Standing. Oh wow! This side of the ribbon.
Okay, okay.
But see, he was on the other side of those
branches you're
those
talking
branches,
about.
dude.
Yeah. I see what you're talking about. So
he ran that way. I'll show you when we get up here.
Okay.
I saw an elk up on the hill. I'll show you where we're at on here. It's just a bowl. It's really, really open up here. I saw an elk. Up in there. Okay. The bull, it seemed like he ran this way. Okay, I think I can see his tracks up here.
Alright, so we're looking for blood right now. I just did. We all kind of spread out. So right here where this ribbon is where the bull is standing. And Bob was just right over here when he shot it. So he said it went this direction, this way, somewhere. So we're just kind of doing circles looking for any sort of blood. They're down over here. I just decided to come back to where he shot it and look for blood up here again. Just taking it real slow, looking for just a drop for a direction. It's got to be here somewhere. There's got to be blood somewhere. Okay, so where that ribbon is where he shot that bull. He said it went this direction. So what I'm kind of doing right now is I've been doing circles around, just looking for blood, real slow. I got a fresh track here in the direction that he said that it went. He also said that he's seen cows up on this ridge when he looked over. I'm gonna stand here at this track, and I've looked around here. I don't see any blood. And sometimes when they take off running after you hit them, it takes them a minute to start bleeding. So that track's there. Oh, look, they're up here looking on this ridge. I think what I might do is head down, maybe kind of check where this little draw is here that goes down. A lot of the time, wounded animals like to go downhill. And he might have split away from where the rest of the elk were if he was feeling pretty hurt. Might have split off to go die. So I'm just gonna try that. And look really closely for blood on these ferns as I go.
So we just spent the last 3 hours looking for blood. Couldn't find any blood. I wasn't 100% sure on my shot. I was a little nervous about it. But I thought we'd find blood because I really feel like my arrow's in the animal. No blood. 3 of us went down there, looked for 3 hours, all the way to the bottom of the creek, down to the bottom of the canyon, up. Hopefully it was just a flesh wound. Maybe I'll hear him bugling here in a couple days or something. That's bow hunting elk. At least I feel good that I didn't gut shoot him or something. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's not like, oh, I got him in the guts.
Yeah.
I really felt like it was, front turned towards me. It sure sounded right. But that's how it goes. Fucking bow hunting's tough, man. Everything's got to be just right. Get him next time.
Set me on fire. Set me on fire. Set me on fire. Set me on. Set me on.